Right, excuse the background noise. Anybody who bothers to listen to this video, I don't know when I'm going to post it. It's the 1st of November today, so it will be uploaded to a channel somewhere. Um, this is Jacob Thompson, Sinister Repentance. He did a book called A Lord of Glory, a disgusting contraption. And anyway, I'm just making a comment on here, which I know is going to be deleted later on. Not that I'm bothered. I've messaged this lady here about Jacob Thompson. No, he doesn't fellowship with ABBTM or Tim Connon. And the comment here, I'll just try and enlarge that a little bit, make sure you're able to read it. Jacob Thompson, i.e. Sinister Repentance, does not fellowship with ABBTM anymore, as the Denlinger cult has cast him out as unsaved and for being a Spaniard. My little joke there. Just tidying up me. Jacob's book is an evil contraption and utterly presumptuous of a novice to be writing a so-called definitive guide or book about God. The man is an utter fool. These dinglingers are totally despicable. ABBTM has made the mistake, if you can call it that, of contradicting Pope Brian Denlinger. The Denlinger cult is a danger to anyone that gets involved in or with it. Now, I'm being serious about that. I mean, possibly the word danger is a bit strong, but I will be very careful getting involved with them. I do know of certain people who have left that group, who have been most of the time left worrying and being concerned about loss of the salvation or whether they're saved or not. Partly that's not such a bad thing to be. We have to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. But if you know that you're saved, there is nothing for you to worry about. You cannot lose your salvation. And these people, they will initially, supposedly, accept you as a brother or sister in the Lord. But if you make the mistake of contradicting Brian Denlinger, pointing out his false teaching, pointing out his lies, his hypocrisy, his greed, then you will be, as it were, kicked out. And they will accuse you of being a Jesuit. They will say you were never saved in the first place. They will lie about you. And they will troll your channel. And they will make all sorts of false accusations about you. These people just do not see the evil of what they're doing. And I'm trying to be fair there. They do see people, it seems, people outside of their group, mostly as not being saved. Okay, if you go to a so-called church building, yeah, I know what church is. It's not a building as such in the, secular view of what a building is. But if you go to a church building and they find out, they're going to get on your case. And I think there are a lot of genuine Bible-believing Christians that do go to church buildings, not so much these days, obviously, because of the so-called coronavirus. I don't go to church buildings. I couldn't in this place where I live. I mean, they're all using the NIV and other things, but there are, I'm sure, genuine Christians that do go there. Hopefully using the King James Bible. I would always encourage that. But these people are utterly disgusting. I mean, I was in fellowship with them, if you can call it that. Not that I was involved in the Denlinger group. I was never a part of it. I was sort of, I subscribed to his channel in the vain hope that I would be able to listen to some decent King James Bible preaching. But I used to talk to some of them in a live stream quite regularly on a Friday night about 10 p.m. Brian Denlinger refers to an 8-hour live stream I did as being insane, and yet some of his followers had actually been in a 14-hour live stream with me. Not all of them, and not continually all the way through. There was a reason for me wanting to do a 14-hour live stream. I was going to try and make it 24 hours. I had the idea of getting different brothers, taking part in the live stream over the 24-hour period when it was a good time for them during the day. You know, because people are living in different countries and all that. So we could get the gospel out there. So we can help people, you know, with questions and things like that. Oh no, that was never good enough for them. They had to make a mess of that. People coming in and people like Aaron Deering saying, oh, you're going to go to hell and all this stuff. Anyway, yeah, keep away from this Denlinger cult, or have a look at what's going on in it, and have a listen to what Brian Denlinger says about the NIFB. Denlinger refers to the so-called cruelty of God. The man is a false teacher. He didn't used to be. He's greedy for filthy lucre. Be careful. Jacob Thompson, absolute tosh. That man, it's not even a man, he's a young boy, a novice, comes out with this book, just making money out of people. And according to him, you can't refute his book without actually having read it, because you will be accused by him of taking it out of context. And so if you buy his book, in his mind, you're allowed to contradict it and point out errors in there. The idea behind him getting that book out there really is just to make money. It's that simple. I mean, how presumptuous of someone to think that they can write a definitive guide to God. I can't remember the exact phrase. It's childish. Totally childish. And if you I have read the first, the introduction to his book, and really, if you read it carefully, you'll see how arrogant he actually is. Anyway, you do what you want to do, but just be careful and don't give these people your information and all that sort of thing, because that's a mistake. Right, I'm going to close this now. This comment's going to get deleted. No, he doesn't fellowship with ABBTM. Yeah. And be careful. I mean, some of Denlinger's followers are dodgy as well. Be very careful of them. Especially Accountable KJV, Alexander Hartley, Aaron Deering, divisive inerrantist, that presumptuous hypocrite, accountable KJV and his doctrine of Jesus just a skin suit in his mind, and that other things that man has expressed that are totally blasphemous. He is a liar and obviously a heretic. And there's a few others you need to be careful of. This one, Jacob Thompson. Right, I'm close.